There are places on this planet that feel ancient, where every stone and shadow seems to echo with the voices of the past. In these places, the dust beneath your feet holds the memories of empires and kings, of civilizations that rose and fell, leaving their stories etched in the earth. Syria was one of those places, a crossroads of civilizations, where history was woven into daily life, and every street corner seemed to tell a different tale. To travel through Syria was to journey back in time, walking in the footsteps of Roman centurions, Silk Road merchants, and Umayyad caliphs. Each step connected you to centuries of human endeavor and dreams. The call to prayer from a 1,000-year-old minaret mingled with the chatter of a modern cafe, blending the sacred and the everyday in a single moment. The stones of its ancient cities weren't just ruins, they were playgrounds, backdrops for family picnics, and living spaces where life continued to unfold. These silent witnesses stood through centuries, watching generations come and go, holding secrets and stories in their weathered faces. Syria's hospitality was legendary. You could be invited for tea by a shopkeeper, welcomed with a smile and a story no matter where you came from. Or share a meal with a family you just met, discovering that generosity was a language spoken fluently by all. This spirit of openness was the lifeblood of the country, turning a simple visit into a deeply human experience, where strangers became friends in an instant. Before the world knew Syria for its pain, it was known for its warmth and welcome, for the laughter that filled its streets and the kindness that greeted every traveler. This is not a story about war, but a celebration of what was lost, and a reminder of what we must strive to protect: the spirit, the culture, and the shared humanity that once thrived here. Let's remember the Syria that breathed history, hope, and humanity, and honor the legacy that endures in its stones and in its people. And let's hope one day it finds its way back to peace, so that its stories may continue to inspire generations yet to come. Damascus, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on Earth. To step into its old city was to leave the modern world behind, entering a maze of narrow lanes shaded by ancient stone houses. The air was thick with jasmine, baking bread and spices, a perfume lingering for centuries. At its heart stood the Umayyad Mosque, a wonder of the Islamic world and a sanctuary for all faiths. Families gathered in its marble courtyard, children chasing pigeons, elders in quiet contemplation. Beyond the mosque, the straight street cut through the old quarter, lined with shops selling everything from wooden furniture to silk brocades. Damascus was a living mosaic of cultures and faiths, a testament to centuries of coexistence. Hidden behind plain doors, courtyard houses revealed private paradises, cool fountains, intricate tilework, and carved wood. These homes, designed for family and tranquility, mirrored the city itself, a place of hidden beauty and deep tradition. In Damascus, history wasn't just preserved, it was lived every single day. If Damascus was Syria's heart, Aleppo was its commercial soul, a city where the pulse of trade beat stronger than anywhere else in the region. For millennia, Aleppo thrived as a vital hub on the great trading routes that connected Asia to the Mediterranean, drawing merchants from distant lands. Its unique character was forged by commerce and the endless flow of merchants, ideas, and goods that passed through its gates, shaping every corner of the city. The city's centerpiece was its citadel, a colossal fortress that has stood for centuries, overlooking a sea of sandstone buildings and slender minarets. Families picnicked on its grassy slopes, sharing stories of legendary leaders and epic battles witnessed by the ancient walls, passing down memories from one generation to the next. But the true heart of Aleppo was its vast covered souk, the largest in the world, a labyrinth of life and commerce that stretched for miles. Here, the scent of laurel soap, freshly ground coffee, and exotic spices filled the air, while sunlight filtered through cracks in the ancient stone roof, creating a magical atmosphere. In hidden courtyards, artisans kept centuries-old crafts alive: woodwork, metalwork, weaving, each piece a testament to Aleppo's enduring creativity and skill. Aleppo's cuisine and music were legendary, celebrated far beyond its borders for their richness and variety. Its people were proud of their heritage and artistry, cherishing traditions that had been handed down for generations. It was a city that mastered the art of living well, shaped by centuries of trade, cultural exchange, and a spirit of resilience that defined its people. In Aleppo, history and daily life were inseparable. woven together in every street, every market, and every story told beneath its ancient stones. Palmyra, bride of the desert, rose from the sands as an oasis of civilization on the Silk Road. At sunrise or sunset, its honey-colored temples and colonnades glowed, casting long shadows across the desert. The Great Colonnade stretched over a kilometer, a majestic avenue once traveled by camel caravans laden with silks and spices. The Temple of Bel, a fusion of Greco-Roman and Near Eastern styles, stood as a testament to Palmyra's unique identity. Its intricate carvings and vast courtyards spoke of deep spiritual beliefs and human ingenuity. Beyond the monuments, the city's tower tombs offered a personal connection to the past, faces of the departed gazing out across centuries. Palmyra was not just a collection of ruins, but a home to real people whose stories linger in the desert winds. It remains a symbol of resilience and the enduring power of human creativity. To understand Syria, you had to taste it. Syrian cuisine, among the world's oldest, is built on generosity and bursting with flavor. Metzi, dozens of small dishes like hummus, baba ganoush, muhammara, and fatoush, turned every meal into a celebration. Main courses like kibbeh and mashawi and slow-cooked stews brought families together around the table. Sweets were legendary. Pistachio ice cream, syrup-soaked baklava, and nafa, enjoyed with strong Arabic coffee. Ingredients like Aleppo pepper, pomegranate molasses, and fragrant olive oil told the story of the land. Markets overflowed with the country's agricultural bounty, connecting people to the soil and the seasons. Food in Syria was an expression of love and tradition, passed down through generations. Every meal was a celebration of life and heritage. The souks of Syria were the lifeblood of its cities, sprawling, covered worlds where commerce and community intertwined. Entering Souk al-Hamidiyya in Damascus or Aleppo's Great Souk meant being swept up in a current of humanity and history. Each section had its own specialty: spices, gold, textiles, each a riot of color and aroma. The souk was a social hub where shopkeepers greeted passers-by, and bargaining was a friendly dance. Relationships were built over years. Customers became friends. In the heart of the souks were khans, ancient caravanserais that once sheltered merchants and their camels. Stepping into a khan was like entering another world, quiet and steeped in history. The souks and khans were the arteries and heart of Syria's cities, pulsing with life and tradition. Here, the true warmth and character of the Syrian people shone brightest. The souk was where the past and present met every single day. Syria's true treasure was found in the rhythm of daily life, woven from family, art, faith, and history. Families were the cornerstone, often spanning generations under one roof, gathering for meals and laughter. Art and music filled the air, the sound of the oud, the patterns of Islamic art, the tales of the Hakawati storyteller. Faith was a quiet, constant presence. Mosques and churches stood side by side, and festivals were celebrated by all. Everyday tolerance and coexistence were hallmarks of Syrian society. History was a source of pride, homes and trades passed down for centuries. People saw themselves as custodians of a great legacy, guardians of a culture shaped by millennia. This respect for history gave life depth and continuity. In Syria, the past was always present, shaping values and identity. Syria's cultural treasures were never just Syrian. They belonged to all of us. This land, the cradle of civilization, gave rise to agriculture, alphabets, and great cities that shaped human history. The ruins of Palmyra, the souks of Aleppo, the mosques and churches of Damascus, each tells a story of connection, not conflict. Their loss is a loss for all humanity, erasing pages from the book of our shared past. These sites were symbols of identity and pride, reminders of a time when Syria was a center of learning and innovation. For a nation enduring war, heritage is a link to peace and hope for the future. Preserving and rebuilding what remains is essential for healing and for honoring those who came before. Syria's heritage bridged cultures, showing us a history of learning from one another. In a divided world, these lessons matter more than ever. Protecting this heritage affirms our shared humanity and keeps the story of Syria alive for us all. Our journey through Syria's past must come to an end, but the story doesn't stop here. The echoes of history linger in every stone, every melody, and every shared memory, reminding us that the past is never truly gone. We've walked its ancient streets, tasted its food, and listened for echoes of its music and stories. Each step has revealed a tapestry woven from centuries of culture, faith, and creativity, alive in the bustling markets and quiet corners alike. The images of destruction are heartbreaking, but the spirit of Syria lives on in its people, their memories and their resilience. Even among ruins, hope and determination shine through, as Syrians rebuild their lives and communities with courage. Recipes, melodies, and stories are still passed down, even in exile. Across continents, families gather to share the flavors and songs of home, keeping their heritage alive for the next generation. This cultural DNA is indestructible, a flame to light the way for future generations. It is a living legacy, carried in the hearts and hands of those who refuse to let it fade. We have a responsibility to remember Syria for its warmth and civilization, not just its war. Let us celebrate its art, its hospitality, and the enduring bonds that connect its people, wherever they may be. By sharing these stories, we honor those who created this heritage and show the world has not forgotten. Every retelling is an act of preservation, a promise that Syria's legacy will endure. Supporting those who protect and restore Syria's treasures is vital. Their work is a testament to hope, ensuring that future generations can witness the beauty and wisdom of the past. The story of Syria is a lesson. Cultural heritage is fragile and must be cherished everywhere. It is a reminder that what we inherit is precious, and our duty is to safeguard it. Let's vow to be better custodians of our shared past. Together, we can protect the stories, places, and traditions that shape our world. May the memory of Syria's beauty remain a beacon of hope and a promise that its spirit will rise again, inspiring us all to rebuild, remember, and cherish the heritage we share.